Hey, hope you're having a great day. This is Ryan Matt Borden, also known as Loopline by some people. And in this video, I'm just going to cover the members area of the Contact Form Marketing membership. And so on contactformmarketing.com, you can roll through here and read about everything, including the different phases of launch. We're on phase 1 right now. Go to members area. It'll normally ask you for a login. Mine's already logged in, so it's going to kick me over to the members area. And once you log in, this is what it'll look like after you're subscribed. So kind of a little intro area here. You can see the menus across the top and the different options. The core of the phase we're on right now, and we're late November, the November 26th actually in 2020. And in this video, you can see that basically it's mostly focused on lists and then some optimization and other information such as complaints and abuse, and the disclaimers and compliance and that sort of thing. As we move through the next couple of weeks into December and early December towards Christmas, I'll start putting up tutorials, the first of which will be on opt-outs, just because how I handle opt-outs is a question I get a lot, because I like to do it in an automated method. I don't like to have to, you can get replies back and then, put all that information together yourself if you want, but I don't want to do that work. I just have a computer do it for me, and you can use WordPress and some free plugins and get it pretty good. I had a custom plugin made which makes it one-click opt-out, and then I'm investigating other options, but that's coming. And so right now, again, the focus is on lists, and so we have lists. I have some different organization methods here for my lists. Probably it's changing. Had some people get confused, which is fine. But right now, the lists that we have are based on language. So we have the language lists and the country lists. You can see language. This is English-speaking non-USA, UK, Canada, Australia, etc. This is non-English speaking, kind of everything else. So France, Italy, Brazil, etc. And I go into, I give you obviously details, but I'm not going into that on the video. Under the country, the only country list I have right now is USA. Obviously, that's English speaking as well. Part of this is the members area will grow based on the requests I get. So if 13 people want me to build a UK only list, well, then I'll build a UK only list, and so on. So definitely give feedback once you join up. I also scrape yellow pages, so I throw in that as a bonus. Various niches. They're not categorized and sorted by contact form marketing lists. It's just everything in that niche, including phone numbers and emails and the whole 9 yards, whatever's available. And so you might have barbers and all of those and that sort of thing. So that's all there as a bonus as well. Then we get into opt-outs and complaints. I talk about what I call abuse and complainers here and define that and how I deal with them and so on, which doesn't happen a lot. I also have a abuse and complainer master list here. So again, doesn't happen a lot, but definitely don't want to market to these people. Then one of the other lists that will be coming as well is an actual opt-out list. So I have maybe 130,000 or so people that have opted out, URLs, over the past several years that have opted out. And if they opted out once, they probably don't want to be marketed to, and they're not buying anyways, so why bother them, And so then they're not going to complain at me either. So that list is coming as well. And then I've got some tool software settings. Tools and software is probably going to kind of morph into the tutorial section because there's really nothing there right now. General guidelines for optimal success. I kind of cover this stuff here. As you can see, I roll through how I deal with everything from DNS to proxies to bandwidth and capture solving and all the rest. And so I've got that information. Compliance and disclaimers. The disclaimer is pretty straightforward. I'm not an attorney, etc. And then I've got compliance. So there are legal issues to consider, various laws in various countries. Some of the bigger ones are things like CAN spam in the USA, GDPR in the EU, e-privacy. TCPA, I threw it in there. It doesn't really apply for contact form marketing, but it's kind of good to get the concept of understanding how a law affects things. So you need to be aware of any particular law you might have in your country so you don't foul up. If you don't know, talk to a local attorney. But I cover a lot of this, and I've never heard of anybody really getting into trouble over this. But again, I'm not an attorney, hence the disclaimer. So that's kind of what I cover right now. The big focus obviously is on the list because that takes the most time to be able to put together these lists and especially categorize them and that sort of thing. And then again, tutorials are coming. The price is going up over time, but whatever you subscribe at, you get to keep that price. So it's like $67 right now, I think, a month. But if 3 years down the road you're still a member and you're still paying $67 a month and the current price is like $197 a month, then you're still getting all the content of someone new that joins up for $197, but you're only paying the $67 or whatever the price you join up at is. And so as we get through the rest of 2020 together, tutorials are coming and more things are coming. You can read on the main site about the various phases and what's coming as far as, that sort of thing. And then I'm just going to keep adding content and keep adding lists. And please definitely give me your feedback once you join up. And I hope to see you on the other side.